Hey guys, what's going on? It's King Clutch here, and today guys, we're back in the NBA 2K20. I hope you guys are all having a great day and everything's going well for you guys. Today what we're doing is I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make Ray Allen here in NBA 2K20, guys. So obviously Ray Allen is known as one of the best three-point shooters we've ever seen in the face of the NBA. Like overall, he was probably the best or one of the best three-point shooters ever. Everyone, remembers that three-point shot he hit for the Heat of Chris Bosh's rebound to help them. I think it was win Game 6 over the Spurs, guys. So we're going to go ahead and make this build a shooting guard. We're going to make it a shooting guard. You can almost make it a point guard or a small forward. I'm just going to make it a shooting guard because that seems like what Ray Allen typically was listed as, so we're going to make this build a shooting guard. Now, when it comes to the skill breakdown, guys, I feel like for a Ray Allen build, you almost have two choices. One of them being the shooting and the defensive pie, because some people could argue Ray Allen was really good at defense. I don't consider him like an amazing two-way player like Paul George or like Kawhi. I see the argument for this pie chart. Now, you can definitely go with this one, but what I'm going to do is pick pure shooting. To me, that is what resembled Ray Allen more than anything else, so that's the reason I'm going with this one. You could easily go shooting and three-point if you want more of a two-way build, but I'm going to go pure shooting because I feel like that is what defined Ray Allen. The physical profile, again, what you could pick is the so you could pick speed and vertical, but for this build I'm not concerned about attacking the rim really at all, so I'm gonna go pure speed. And with this being a shooting guard, you only get 80 speed, so realistically you could make this build a point guard and be completely okay, but I'm gonna make it a shooting guard and actual position. But I'm gonna go pure speed pie chart because this build we want to be able to shoot. Now, when it comes to this potential, I feel like most of this is pretty apparent. I'm going to max out all these shooting stats. Like, that's a no-brainer. I want to take this post fade down so we can still get 30, so to an 89 there. Now, I'm going to max out my ball handle and my pass accuracy because I want to be able to get those playmaking badges and my close shot, driving layup, and driving dunk. Also going to throw up my perimeter D, my lateral quickness, my steal, and then my defensive rebound to give me 5 defensive badges. Now, with these last 32 points, what I'm going to do is take this standing dunk up until we can still get to. Now, what you could do is take that down and then just throw these on your playmaking. Finish with 2 finishing badges, 30 shooting, 11 playmaking, and 5 defensive badges. Now, if you'd like, you could lower the standing dunk down and still be able to get more playmaking badges, but I'd rather get that second finishing badge just to have it. I feel like we should have it. Just with only having one, it kind of seems a little limited there, so I'd rather get that second. Body shape, again, this doesn't matter. You can pick whatever you'd like. I feel like compact or solid would define him. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go solid, though. Now, for his height, guys, Ray Allen was 6'5", so I'm going to make this build 6'5". That's why I said you can make it a point guard if you'd like and make a 6'5" point guard, but I'm going to just make 6'5" for our height. And then for our weight, Ray Allen's weight, and it does have him listed as 205, so that's kind of funny that he is like the average for both of those things. But now what I'm going to do with this, I just want to see if there's any sweet spots, and it doesn't look like there is, so I'm just going to make it 205, which was Ray Allen's legitimate weight. And now for his wingspan, I couldn't find his wingspan online. What I want to do for the wingspan is I don't want to take it down like tremendously because I don't want to have completely short arms. I'm just going to bring this down to this 80.7 so we can get a 95 mid-range shot. So that way, once we hit 99, we will have a 99 for our shooting stats there. But you could go lower, but I really don't see a point because all you're getting is your ball handle boost and you're lowering your defensive stats. And really, you could leave it at 81.6 if you don't have like a big deal about getting a 95 mid-range or 3-point right away. But we're just going to go with the 80.7 there. And then for the takeover, I feel like it's pretty apparent we're going to go spot-up shooter. I guess you could go shot creating, but I'm just going to pick spot-up shooter because that's what Ray Allen was. We're going to get a sharp shooting facilitator. Now, I know for the similarity to it just says Pete Maravich, Clay, and Evan Fournier. Now, I know it doesn't say Ray Allen, but to me, that doesn't really matter, and I feel like I made this build pretty much identical to how you can make Ray Allen, and it's just because I tweaked some of the dribbling and the passing stats and things like that. I don't really care about it not saying similar to. Overall, this build, it's the best, pretty much the best shooting build that you can make on the game. So overall, I feel like that helps define what Ray Allen was. He was a shooter, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the badges I would throw on this. So when it comes to these 2 finishing badges, I'm going to put contact finisher and fancy footwork both on bronze. Again, these really don't matter. You only have 2. You don't have much of a choice, but I just feel like contact finisher would be a good badge to have. You might as well try to get some contacts, a little bit of contact at the rim, and then fancy footwork to help with the Euro steps and the hop steps this year. Defensive badges, I'm going to put intimidator on silver, clamps on silver, and then this last badge I'm going to put on interceptor. Now, what you could do is I could say you could put this on pick dodge or pickpocket. It doesn't really make too much of a difference at the end, but I feel like intimidator and clamps are the ones that you're going to want to use, and overall those are some good badges to have for these defensive ones. Only having 5, again, you're kind of short lower on those. These playmaking badges, I'm going to put Handles for Days on gold, Quick First Step on gold, and Space Creator on gold. I feel like for this build especially, you're going to want those Space Creator to help, you know, create step backs and things like that when you're jumping and when you're dribbling the ball. You can definitely get some better shots up. I'm also going to put Bailout on bronze, and then I'm also going to add Tight Handles on bronze. Those last ones, again, you could kind of swap those, but I feel like Space Creator, Quick First Step, and Handles for Days are all badges you're going to want no matter what. This last section of these shooting badges, this is where we have the most that we can possibly have. So I'm going to put Quick Draw on silver. Again, that's just kind of where I like it, but again, you could put it wherever you'd like. Now I'm going to add Range Extender up to Hall of Fame. That's an obvious badge. You're going to want it. Like, there's no questions about it. We're going to put Range Extender on Hall of Fame. Now I'm going to put Deadeye on gold. Again, I might hide that later, but I feel like Ray Allen should have Deadeye. Difficult shots I'm going to put on Hall of Fame in case we want to shoot runners and things. I'm going to put Catch and Shoot on silver. I'm going to put Corner on silver. I feel like Ray Allen, obviously from the corner, he was amazing. He could shoot from the catch and shoot position all the time. He could shoot with a dribble. It didn't really make much of a difference. Now, you obviously could throw Clutch Shooter on there, but in my opinion, that badge is kind of pointless. You really don't need it. Now, I'm going to put Hot Zone Hunter on gold. I'm going to put Green Machine here on gold as well, and then Volume Shooter on gold. I feel like Ray Allen should have those because you are going to be chucking up a lot of shots with this build. That's the main thing you're going to want to do. Now, I'm actually going to just add these all onto Hall of Fame, these 4 gold badges, so that way that's going to give us 6 Hall of Fame badges and then 3 silver badges. Now, you could argue for Clutch Shooter or Deep Fades if you're going to be shooting fades, but a lot of these other ones I feel like you could add, but this is probably what I would do for the shooting badges on this Ray Allen build, guys. Overall, I feel like this is a great shooting build. It's obviously one of the best shooting builds you can get in the game, but overall, I really, really do enjoy this build, guys. But anyways, it's been King Clutch here. Hope to get you in the video. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, and peace out, guys.